Peace and wellness to the family. The sacred path is meant for you and only you. I come from a place of mind fluidity today and the purification of the mind, as we spoke about mental alchemy and the transformation of thoughts, thought patterns, and the way that you think, but more importantly, the way that you think about yourself. The sacred journey and path of oneself is the most important journey that you will go on within your lifetime. I was having a conversation with a brother of mine, and he began to express how he was trying to discover what his purpose was and how he admired me walking in my purpose and how I was unapologetically being me. And I explained to him that that's my superpower, is stepping into and finding who I truly am. He then began to express to me how he liked what I taught and how I explained things from a place of philosophy and my perspective on the way holistic habits should be developed and my passion about planetary wellness and wellness in general as it comes to a plant-based diet. Now, I immediately thanked him, but I couldn't help but to say, brother, I'm not teaching, more so learning. I'm learning more about myself, and I'm learning how to redefine, reprogram, and redirect my subconscious mind into getting into new dimensions of consciousness so that I can find myself in ways that I never had before. So I'm not teaching anything. I'm learning. It might seem as so that I'm upfront teaching and presenting these different topics, just like when I used to talk to the Central First Gen students at North Carolina Central. And I would talk to them from a place of the abundance I felt from my authentic self-image. All my experience as an entrepreneur, how the entrepreneur journey is a spiritual journey, how it ultimately led me from developing illegitimate skills into legitimate skills that I use now in a way of divergent thinking, coming up with new methods with old skills polished into new innovative ones that benefit me today that I had no idea that I had. The interesting thing about that is the self-discovery that I went through to get there, to find those skills, and not understanding that I was using those skills in the past in a different way. Now that I use them in an uplifting way, I found myself in a new way, on a new path that is sacred to me and distinctive to me, shaping me into a higher version of myself, but not just a higher version of myself, but embracing a higher version of my own light and becoming enlightenment, becoming enlightened through an intuitive insight process, to me, has a lot to do with the sun beaming down on me now. In this physical presence of existence, we take in energy from the sun. We depend on the sun for life, and it fuels us with everything we need. Millions of nutrients come from the sun that we sometimes can't even explain. But when you become truly enlightened within your own light, and you are not looking to reincarnate into materialistic gain, and you truly make a vow to yourself to service others in a way that you don't have to come back into a cycle of 3D existence and not being able to transcend above this when you want to at will. When you get past that, you come into a cosmic consciousness of becoming your own light. If we're using a sense of imagination, we can call it infinite imagination, because the special thing about imagination is you can go places where nobody else can go. It puts you at advantage of your own self-concept and self-image to put you in a place where nobody else can go, where nobody else can be but you. You can be. I can't help but imagine myself as a system of stars, my own light. I'm not dependent on any light but mine. My own power system, my own power grid, my own energetic signature outside of any flesh boundaries, barriers, or restrictions. To me, that is the true enlightenment, the cosmic consciousness enlightenment. Now, this is coming from a place of my imagination, places where I go, where nobody else can go. Somebody else could describe it in a different way, but the important thing to remember about this is it is you, your thoughts, your philosophies, your thought patterns lead you into the way of your purpose. Leading back to the conversation I was having with my brother. He said he admires that because he can tell that I'm walking in my purpose, as I expressed to him that I felt like I was just learning. And he says that fearlessness and braveness, to be able to face your fears fearlessly and turn failures into success and not be afraid to fail forward. I asked him, brother, well, how do you expect to find purpose? He said, I don't know. I said, well, what do you love to do? He said, well, I have to think about that. I said, well, what would you say your most valuable skill is? He said, well, I love talking to people. I said, that's great. Would you say that you love to do it? I would say my most valuable skill is talking to people. This is what he said. I would say my most valuable skill is being able to talk to people, being able to converse with them and give them a space to listen. I said that in itself shows that you can master the art of intercommunication, which take you to a place of communicative connectivity to those that you need to connect to find what it is that you're looking for yourself. As long as you're willing to master and go inside of the gift, cultivate it, master it, polish it, it can lead you to places that you never could even imagine. But first, you must impress things on your subconscious mind and convince your own self that this is what it is your purpose should be. Because you give the life meaning. The life does not give meaning to you. This is the whole aspect of being the sole creator of your reality and becoming the sole purpose of your existence, is defining it for yourself through a definite chief aim that you come into finding within the self-discovery journey of your sacred path. The abundance of your self-imagery is past any treasure that can be given to you on a materialistic gain. The priceless assets of life lies within the light within you.